Sports is in the Steel City at Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, PA. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with the Cleveland Browns. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here we go now.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Stephon Tuitt, the one that got him down. Charles Chubb, heck of a rookie season, but do you think it bothers him that he had 996 yards?
I'll guarantee you it bothers him. It reminds me of a runner by the name of Dave Hampton, who played for the Atlanta Falcons, who actually went over 1,000 yards in a 14-game season. They gave him the game ball, stopped the game, and applauded for him. And then he took another carry and lost yardage and finished the season.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. Maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a quarterback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets, but oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. Makes it a little bit tougher for him.
First carry for James Conner. A little juke. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Conner, of course, missed the final month of the season with that ankle injury, and too bad because before that he was well on his way to a 1,000-yard season, but he finished with 973.
And he was definitely more than adequate in place of Le'Veon Bell because he caught the ball out of the backfield too. 55 catches, 13 total touchdowns. James Conner showed in preseason that he could play and carried it throughout the regular season as well.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there at 22. Numbers-wise, another great season for Brown. Over 100 catches, nearly 1,300 yards, 15 touchdowns. But, yes, there was some late-season drama, was there not?
There was, and that has the Steelers, it sounds like, listening to trade offers in the offseason. Front office saying they're not going to release him, but, quote, all options are on the table, which is not something you normally hear with your number one receiver. And those kind of numbers, remember, they're amassed despite double and triple coverage on just about every snap.
On 2nd down, Roethlisberger. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down.
I don't think either one of us is surprised about who they just targeted on that one. I mean, they're going to try and get to him as much as possible. Off to a nice start, but unable to haul that one in.
Yeah, already looked his way a couple of times on this opening drive. Can't connect there.
Take 2 of them. 53.
Now Ben on 3rd and long. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Jabril Peppers, the former first-round pick, there on the coverage.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And Boswell's kick is good. And the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. So pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Well, off topic, but we'd be remiss if we didn't point out what else was happening Super Bowl weekend. The Madden 19 Club Championship, second major this season, 2 more to follow. And our winner, Pavin, representing the Oakland Raiders. He took down the Vikings, and your favorite, Charles, IB Strafen. He had to reach for the ibuprofen after a 38-24 beatdown in the final.
Well, you know, if he was representing the Oakland Raiders, the Vikings went down, and they went down hard. That's how the Raiders do it.
How about Pavin, though, wins $100,000 for his efforts, also won Super Bowl tickets for the next day, unselfishly gave them to his father and his brother.
How about that? That's pretty cool. Congratulations, Pavin. Way to go.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Bud Dupree. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Roethlisberger will hand the counter. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Myles Garrett, he's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Roethlisberger. That is caught at the 7. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or 2 short, and it's 4th down. They're going on 4th down. It's Roethlisberger. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Vance McDonald from 6 yards away. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. before this next drive gets going, we need to discuss the Hall of Fame inductees. There will be 8 in the 2019 class. We got Champ Bailey, Tony Gonzalez, Ty Law. Who else am I forgetting in there?
Well, how about a big guy, a lineman, Kevin Mawai, who was absolutely terrific in his career. How about Ed Reed with the Baltimore Ravens and the great job he did in the secondary there. Pat Bowlen, Gil Brandt as contributors, the owner of the Broncos and the longtime scout with the Cowboys. And I love the senior committee bringing in Johnny Robinson, the safety with Kansas City.
Tony Gonzalez was a first ballot guy. And, of course, when I hear Ty Law's name, you think, wow, he started this great Patriots dynasty that we're still living in.
You're exactly right. And the Patriots, with all of their championships, probably underrepresented in the Hall of Fame.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Handoff comes to Chubb. And 3 yards there, takes him to the 45.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Second down, Mayfield. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Higgins. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be second down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. Dumps this to his running back, Chubb. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side, but for lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
Hurry up, here we go.
And again, it's Mayfield. And he fires one, but incomplete.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on 3rd down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
And this one is right through. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Short kick. One of the up men will take it down. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. While we have a second here, let's peek back to the Super Bowl. The lowest scoring Super Bowl, Charles, in history, 13-3. And it took us 53 minutes to get our first touchdown of Super Bowl 53.
Can you believe they went into the half 3-0 New England? Stephen Gostkowski with a field goal. Then they finally tie it up with Greg Zuerlein at the end of 3 quarters.
On a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Roethlisberger will throw. And McDonald here over the middle. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. On third down, it's Connor. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
Check that. 180. Left.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Here we go. Back. 180.
On second down, here's Roethlisberger. Over the middle, complete. That's McDonald. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Now a play fake here on first down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Likely time for one final snap as they start out first and 10. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Steeler offense now with the football first here to begin the third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Now Roethlisberger going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down.
I think someone's going to get into QB1's ear when he gets to the sideline. Already thrown an interception. That one should have been picked. Look, let's just be honest about it. That'd be the second person in his ear because he's hearing it in the huddle right now.
Not the start to the game he wanted. Like you said, the pick on the opening drive, second drive, not much better. Now it's Roethlisberger. He's going deep for Brown. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to fourth down.
Well, man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. Here's Jordan Berry now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Fielded just inside the 20. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the third quarter. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
no, tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
Again, it's Johnson. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Play fake. Mayfield. Incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. And that is incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Here's Britton Colquitt now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. And the Steelers set to take the field. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
To throw here, Roethlisberger. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Myles Garrett in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
We are seeing two really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. 23 yards on the play.
Snickers, 66.
They go play action here on first down. Going top shelf for Smith, and that's caught inside the 30. And he takes this way down deep into Cleveland territory. A big play. Smith-Schuster on the throw from Big Ben. 42 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. From the red zone now, here's Roethlisberger on first down. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Mayfield looks to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards on the play. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
A first down throw for Mayfield. Throwing right, and that's complete. A very solid gain of 27.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Set. Green 39.
First down, Mayfield. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. From the red zone now, Mayfield. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Morgan Burnett. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Myles Garrett getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Here's Roethlisberger. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Myles Garrett, who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger.
77.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
That's taken it around the 40. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10.
Let's go. 3-19.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. Trying to get it to Landry there. Agreed, that's twice now in this 4th quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. He's going deep for Brown. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. He's going to sling this deep downfield. So they took a shot there on third down, couldn't get it. Now it's fourth.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Here's Jordan Berry now as he's on to punt for Pittsburgh. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. "21 yards. Well done on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Dumping it off for Johnson. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That goes for a gain of 31. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. To the right side and complete to Njoku. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Now let's go.
He's back to throw. And his throw here's incomplete. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both, because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
And he gets it down to the 32. It's a gain of 5, and that'll bring up 4th down. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Well, they did the part they had to do. Quick throw got the first down.
But that doesn't allow them to relax. They still have plenty of work to do.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
He'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Landry the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Back to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 11. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13. Roethlisberger going to throw it. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing now is Roethlisberger. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now Roethlisberger to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Now it's Roethlisberger. That is caught at the 7. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Antonio Brown, 35 yards. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead is now 17-3. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. And the Browns getting set to go. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And got his man complete. And, Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect our home turf. They got that done in this one.
Exactly right. When you start a season, everyone's goal, win all of your home games, split your road games, and you're likely going to be in the playoffs. But when you win at home, boy, what a great feeling that is. You don't even mind if people are at your house when you get home after a win like that.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Steelers are winners as we say so long from Heinz Field.
Hey.